Now let us study about a phenomena called self-induction. Now, whenever we study about current flowing in a circuit, we assume that suppose this current is flowing in the circuit with this because of this battery, then the value of current that is flowing in the circuit does not change. As soon as the battery is connected, the current starts flowing, and initially there will be a magnetic field generated in this coil because of the electromagnetic induction, because the current is starting from zero and reaching to a particular value of I ampere. But because it is a DC source, a battery is a DC source of a source of direct current, so after this value reaches the designated I amperes, then the change in current stops and a constant current flows. So the magnetic flux does not change, and hence the EMF is not induced. But what if we replace this source by an AC current source or an oscillator? Then what happens is the direction of current keeps on changing with time according to certain frequency. Or if we can do it like this, that this is the source of battery and there is a key, and this K is constantly switched on and off. It is constantly switched on and off, then the current will first increase from 0 to I, and then when it is switched off, the current will decrease from I to 0. Because of the change in current, there will be an EMF induced in the coil. Now this EMF is produced because of the current flowing in the coil only. So there is no other source. We do not have a magnetic field which is producing this current, or we do not have a neighboring coil which is inducing this EMF. This EMF is induced because of the change of its own current. So suppose if the I is flowing in this direction and it is moving from 0 to I, then there will be an EMF induced, and there will be an induced current also which will be in direction opposite to the I. The induced current I dash will be opposite to I because of the Lenz law. And when suppose it is switched off and the current is falling from I to 0, then this I dash will be in opposite direction. This induced current will be in opposite direction and will try to resist this change. It will try in such a way that the current should not fall from I to 0. So this phenomena is called self-induction, because it is the induced EMF and induced current is produced because of the self current, because of the magnetic field generated by its own current. So this process is called self inductance, and because of Lenz law, it resists any change in this exterior current, the current coming from the supply. That is why it is also called inertia of electricity, because we know that inertia is a property of any substance, any body, to resist any change in its state of motion or rest. So when EMF or current is induced because of this current, then I dash induced current resists any change in the supply current. So that is why it is also called inertia of electricity. Now there is a coefficient of self-inductance that is defined. The coefficient of self-inductance, it is symbolized as capital L, and it is given as magnetic flux divided by the current. So this is the coefficient of self-inductance. Now suppose if there is a solenoid, let us say that if there is this solenoid and it has a cross section area of A and length, suppose it has L, and there are n number of turns in this solenoid, then if current I is passed through the solenoid, then a magnetic field will be produced in the coil. This magnetic field will be equal to B equals to mu naught Ni upon L. This formula we have already done in the last chapter when we were studying about the solenoid. So this magnetic field is generated. Now we know that magnetic flux, because of any magnetic field, it is given by B dot A, or if there are n number of coils, then it will be given by BAN. Magnetic field, area of cross section of solenoid, and number of turns in the solenoid. Now if we substitute this, then phi B will become mu naught Ni upon L into An. So it will be mu naught N square I upon L into A. Now this self-inductance, if this flux is put in this formula, then we get the value of self-inductance, and it will be given by mu naught n square, I will be cancelled by the denominator, so mu naught n square A upon L. Now it can also it can also be written in the terms of small n, which we know is the number of turns per unit length. But this is our basic formula, and the SI unit of self inductance, you can find the SI unit from this formula also, or you can learn that the SI unit is called Henry or Weber per ampere. So there is a solved, let us do a solved example to understand this process further. Let us say that in a circuit there is a current and it is falling from 5 amperes to 0. So the current that is flowing in the circuit, it is not of constant value. Its initial value was 5 amperes and then it is falling to 0. So when the current is falling, there will be EMF induced in the coil. Hence there will be current induced in the coil, and this current will oppose this fall of I. So I is falling from 5 ampere to 0, and the time taken is, let us say, 0.1 seconds. Now if EMF applied is 100 volt, this EMF is 100 volt, this EMF not this EMF, the EMF induced is induced, the induced EMF because of this fall is, if it is 100 volt, then we have to calculate the value of self inductance. Now we will use this formula, basic formula, phi b is equal to Li, this formula, and for this first we have to calculate induced EMF. First we have to calculate this flux. We can calculate this flux by using the formula of induced EMF, which is d phi b by dt, where phi b is nothing but change in flux. So d phi b is change in flux divided by change in time. So change in flux, it can be given as, if we use this formula, this can be written as L minus L di by dt. So if we put the values, then EMF is given 100 minus L, change in current is final value minus initial value. So final value is 0, initial value is 5 amperes, so it will be 0 minus 5 upon the time taken for this change to occur is 0.1 second. Now if we calculate this, you can find the value of self inductance as 2 Henry. So this is the self inductance. Understand, this self inductance is because of its own current that is flowing in the circuit. This circuit that we made, the self inductance is because of its own current. That is why it is called self inductance. Earlier in the starting of chapter, when we studied about this particular experiment of Faraday, that if a current carrying coil is moved and there is another coil in the neighborhood, then because of the change in magnetic flux of this coil linked with the secondary coil, there will be an EMF induced. Now this is not self inductance, because the induced EMF in this coil is because of some other coil. So this is called mutual inductance. This we will study later. Self inductance is because of its own current, because of the current that is flowing in the circuit. So this own current that is flowing in the circuit, this induces EMF, and hence it is called self induction.